ಒಂದು ಶಮನ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕಟ್ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಅವಾಗ ಅದು ಏನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವರು ಇವಾಗ ತೋರಿಸಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಇದು ಮನೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಕಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದು ಮುಂದೆ
because since it is already longer, the longer, so if we make it stand like this will keep bending.
No, you don't want to make it stand. What I meant is like, if it is like this, you can cut here. One part will come, another part will come. We keep it. Then the four sides will be covered. And thirdly, roof can be made by this sheet.
No, anticipate. ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟೇಪ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟೇಪ್ ಡಬಲ್ ರೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಭಿರುಚಿ ಈ ಥರ
Once you paste here, give the support. So much you cut like this, and you also will be
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಶೀಟ್
ಈಗ ನಾನೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು
I'll select the color.
ಎಲ್ಲಾದಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಕ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲವೆಲ್ಲ ವೈಟ್
ನಾನು ವಯಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದಲೂ we kept getting that wonderla message. I am here at Chili's restaurant. I am here. Please come here. Do this. How many?
Huh? Was there any conflict, difference of opinion? One by one. Yeah.
Yes, that conflict.
What was that about?
We were conflicted on choosing one of the designs, either to have the compound or to make the whole space as the house itself.
House itself. Okay. How it was resolved?
So we take the
Positive conflict also there, sir.
Positive. We will come to that both.
Yeah. Positive.
We ask each one opinion.
Okay.
See, first plan is suggested on the small out in the gap will be there. Another one suggested full completed
Okay.
house. Then we came one we give the opinion based on that. Two plan what is the good things, what is the bad things.
Okay.
Based on that we take the everyone opinion and we came to the one
Concluded.
Concluded.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. And now, unlike what happens in our real workplace, there was no escalation or anybody gave trouble or anything about? Was there any?
There were no escalations.
No escalation. Everybody spoke normally.
Good
Okay.
materials given now, sir.
Huh?
Good materials given now.
Good material. Okay.
which was the raised.
One second. One by one. Yeah, you have something to say. Yeah.
So I feel there was a person being the source of conflict
Yeah.
at the very beginning.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I also know that person was planted in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I felt.
Sometimes management does it. No? Yeah. Not with a negative intention, but then to explore what is going on. If everything goes smooth, then there is no charm,
Right.
isn't it? You need some kind of escalation.
Right.
Okay.
The financials are also important.
Huh?
Financials.
Yeah. So everything has a
Yes,
dimension for making it. Any feedback from your side, ma'am? How was the whole project was conceived and
Yes, I
executed?
think as a team we managed well.
Okay.
Like Adim was saying, there was one particular person who was sulking, but for some reason nobody paid that much
Attention. See, there is another reason. See, when majority of the team members agree with something, even one or two people who have a negative view or negative idea, that filters away. Actually, it goes off actually. It happens. Normally, if we call it something called rocking the boat. Normally in some companies, 3 or 4 fellows join together like in political party, you know, that group, this group and other will be there. They will unnecessarily rock the boat and topple the boat. So, if majority of the people agree to something, there won't be any room for conflict. Even one or two negative influence also will go away actually. Okay, thank you. Now we will talk to this group. Everything went off well. Some conflict was there.
Opinions were there. There was no conflict actually.
Okay.
We were saying the opinions, and different opinions have come, and everyone are agreed with. Later, everyone are agreed with one opinion, and we started to do, and
Okay.
we managed.
Was there any trouble fomented by people? Was there any somebody a negative influence or something to slow down the process?
No. Everyone has cooperated well.
Yeah.
Sir, I made sure that I don't give my opinions because I knew that I am not good at that.
Okay.
So I made sure that my opinions are not done, but that it can be made.
Yeah.
And then after everything was done, I made sure I named it properly.
Acha.
So that was my contribution.
Super, excellent, excellent. What's your opinion about the whole project?
Sir, I failed in creating the conflict. There were a lot of different ideas going on. So there were little conflicts, but they were resolved like how you said.
Yeah.
When there was a majority in agreement, the minority slightly faded away.
Excellent. See,
After the road shaking situation, the leader directs one of the team members to get a special report ready by Friday. Team member falls sick on Friday and his report not sent. On Monday, team leader confronts the team member. He is angry. In this situation, Ashmira is the team leader. I am the team member who falls sick, and Sushma is my co-worker. Also, for the record, may I also say this person needs emotional regulation because I did everything. I think the first conflict management step is not to get angry, but let's assume that there are anger issues and see. Yes, madam.
So, how was your weekend? What did you do? Okay, so when is the report?
I'll send it today. I'll send it today. We sent to you on Friday.
Yes. And why is that so important? That report to come on time, why is that important?
Because you said it.
No, because you have to give it to an external agency. It is a report that is to another department, right? So when you give a report, it also means that you are going to the external.
Yes, but you set the deadline for asking. So I'm sorry if I fell sick.
And how is it with Sushma? You were supposed to also help her. I had a lot of other deadlines to meet and I thought she would get it. I don't know when we go. Absolutely. No specific policy. But you should check if you knew she didn't come on Friday. It was good. Also, it would have been nice if you could also have helped her. I also understand that you have to do something. But there is no part of the other deadlines and I assume that it's going to be done by her and I was busy completing a lot of other things which have to also go over.
And also I sent you a draft on Wednesday. You didn't provide me feedback. How can I send you the final one by Friday?
I did put it back. You did check the mail.
I did check the mail. But you gave me feedback on Thursday night.
Yes.
And Friday I fell sick. There was not sufficient time for you to incorporate your feedback.
Okay. But what happens when this report suddenly ends up they're not able to give her time? How does it work? It's sick. See, I might have to call it to send you the feedback. And the first day, Michelle was maybe, after that it was.
No, but I sent you my leave application that I'm sick on Friday.
No.
I'm sorry if my health doesn't follow your calendar now.
Yes. Okay. Fine. When did you send the report?
I said I'll send it today. And next time, ma'am, please send your feedback on time.
internal control, they know that.
If they ask, the program only crack up.
Maybe next time onwards, I will have one role play before the training and one role play after the training. It's a good input for me now.
Pre and post assessment. We assume this is all. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hi Helen, why I called you? You know the reason why I have informed you to come to office?
Yes, ma'am. But you sent me to bank to do that work. That's why
I have not only sent you to bank, I have sent you to departments and government offices.
Yes,
All the works are going to be delayed. Why? May I know the
because
reason?
more traffic is there, ma'am, and in between I have filled out. So
Where you are finding the traffic,
ma'am,
Helen?
in Bangalore traffic will be
See,
there.
you know in LPD how many staffs are working. If all are delayed like this, I mean
But
traffic.
all the staffs are not going for outside, right? Ma'am, I'm the only person
You are
who's going
staying in
outside.
Ligrapuram, right?
Yes.
Then how many kilometers is from here to
Ma'am,
Kerala?
even though, yes, ma'am, here it takes around 20 minutes from here.
Okay,
If traffic
tell me
is-
Helen, where you are finding the
Obviously, all the traffic, all the signals is the traffic, ma'am, and I fell down and I want to have my lunch, then I should go to bank.
Shall I confirm with traffic police or what?
Please go ahead.
Can you give me the
Please go ahead.
where you are finding?
How, then you want to check the
Without
traffic
a
and check the
valid
traffic
proof,
signal
how
cameras, ma'am.
you can conclude?
Ma'am,
We need proof.
yes, ma'am, you need proof. If you want, you need to give the proof. I want to take my mobile
I
and I
have to
want to
give
on
the
my
proof or you
live.
have to give.
If I want to give, I want to on my camera always, ma'am. And you see, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
That
and if you want to
is
get
what
the-
I have planned next week. You have to
Okay.
share the,
Please go ahead.
at least you
What
share
I-
in the live location or capture the photo.
Sure. Please check every time if I was
You are
sharing.
the one staff
Yes.
are telling me that you are in traffic.
Obviously,
But
now
what about the others? They all
They
are
are not
working
going
right?
outside, no, ma'am.
I am sending you for staffs outside. No, they are not finding. See, Helen, this won't work. Can you tell me what we can do?
Yes, ma'am. What we can do is hereafter I on the camera. Then I
No,
show
no, no. I am asking regarding the solution.
Solution.
Again, you are going to the problem.
Ma'am, that I can send the live location for you. Okay, that I can do.
See,
Okay,
we are paying you the salary, right? When you are getting the salary every month, shall I tell this to CEO like Helen is in? Then while doing the interview, we are informed you, right? You are traveling everywhere, you are every, right?
But it's not repeating, no, ma'am. Some days it may happen.
But every day if I call, the things are everything is delayed, right?
Ma'am, work is it is. But you told me that today end of the day you should complete today with end of the day.
Have you clear regarding your KRA?
Yes, ma'am.
Then
That's why I'm doing it.
if your productivity is very low, then what you would say to certain service?
Ma'am, I can tell this is what
You are in traffic that you will explain.
Obviously, ma'am.
Is this work, Helen? You are working in an NGO. This will be work. Or shall I make a solution for
Okay,
you?
you tell
See,
me
we
the
have
solution.
unspent
Okay.
of 20,000.
Yes.
So I am paying you 30,000.
Okay.
Can I hire one more guy only for the admin and everything?
One second. You tell me the solution.
That is what I am suggesting you, right? I am paying you 30,000.
Okay.
I have unspent of 20,000 per month.
Okay.
So if you are okay, we'll give the half work to the other one.
How, ma'am? Like what?
Your payment will be the same, but your work will be shifted to other
In this
people. That is
situation,
the one thing I can do.
In this
But
situation,
next
somebody
year,
is there. I will get it.
or else what you can do, your work is in Keyapuram, you have to shift your PG to the Keyapuram.
Okay.
That is the second solution.
Yes.
These two I have option for you. Which one you are choosing?
Second option I will do it. Instead of starting again.
Then we try 1-2 months. We try this. If it is work, then we go.
Yes. Thank you.
Over. Yeah, start.
Good afternoon, sir.
ಸರ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಒಂದು ದಿನದ ಮುಂಚೆನೇ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸು ಪರ್ಚೇಸು ಮತ್ತು ಅಮೌಂಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೆ ಓಕೆ ನೀವು 1 ಮಂತ್ ಕಾಪಿ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ನೆದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಿರ ಕಾಪಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸ್ನ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ನಾನು ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸರ್ ಟ್ರಿಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೂ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ವೆಂಡರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಬಾರ್ಗಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಹಾಕಿರೋದು ಆಯಿತಾ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಬಾರ್ಗಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ಮೇಲೂ ಅದು ನೀವು ಡಿಲೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು 1 ಮಂತ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಡಿಲೇ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಈಗ ಅದು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ರೇಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ವಾ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು
ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಅಪ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಅಪ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟೆಂಟ್ನ
ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಬಾರ್ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ವೆಂಡರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಬಾರ್ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಬಾರ್ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇಕಾ ನಿಮಗೆ?
ಹೌದು ನಾವು ಹೋಗೋಕೀಗ ನಾನು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಗೂ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ವೆಂಡರ್ಸ್ಗೂ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರ ಫ್ರೈಸ್ಗೂ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಮೂರನ್ನೂ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾನು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲಿಂಗ್ಗೂ ನೋಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇವಾಗ ಬರೀ ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಫೀಸ್ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ವಾ? ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು 1 ಮಂತ್ ತಿಂಗಳು ಮೇಲ್ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ರಿಪ್ಲೈನೂ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ.
ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ಕೆಲವು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಸ್ಟೋರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ?
ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಸರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಈಗ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ನಾವು ಹಾಕಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ
ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಈಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಈಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಈಗ
ಈ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ,
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಸರ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೇನು ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್
ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ್ ಸರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವು ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಸರಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಸಿಸಿ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇವತ್ತೇ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು, ಇವತ್ತು 5 ವರ್ಷ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ನಾಳೆಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಮೇಲ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೇಲ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಅವ್ರು ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಮುಗೀತಲ್ಲ?
Of carrying stories from your department and shares the same with his friends and other departments. He's an experienced person but important for your organization. Most of the time, stories are imaginary and without any facts. When one story is floated about her, about you, you get angry and wanted to confront her. Hi, good morning. How are you? Good. How are you? I'm not so good. How was your weekend? It was okay. Yeah. How was yours? Mine was amazing. Great. When did you come?
I came in a little late. I wasn't feeling too well, so I just thought
Yeah, I thought so. I thought I saw you enter around 11 maybe.
no, not 11. It's around 10:40, I think. I don't mind seeing my watch.
Yeah,
I just
more or
don't-
less. Same, 11 I think. Hi, how are you? Did you see her enter at around 11 today? Manager, who else?
Late again.
Of course. Don't you know she lives like 500 meters away from the office? She can drop by any time and go back home anytime. We won't even get to know.
She's still late.
Of course she is. And she'll even go home early. Do you know anything about her? Have you heard?
No, definitely.
I've heard that she doesn't even need the job. Like she joins this office as a part-time thing, and she has a lot of generational wealth and husband that works at corporate.
Also noticed she takes longer lunch breaks.
Yeah,
Have you guys noticed?
of course. I've also asked her, but she always refuses.
Okay, now it's done. Now I'm supposed to
Come.
come. Yes. Hi, are you busy? Can I get 2 minutes?
Yeah, sure. Tell me.
Yeah, so I heard these things that you've been speaking to others about me. You have a problem with me. Why don't you come up and speak to me directly? Why is what? Of course you do. I overheard other people saying that I walk in late, I take long lunch breaks.
Is that not true?
It's not true.
Does your biometric show that? I can send you a report of all the details.
Yes, you can do that, but I think you need to know a little bit about why I do that or how I do that. Also, more importantly, I do not feel that I am answerable to you as to what I do when I
You
walk
very
into.
much are. I am your manager.
Yeah, that is fine, but you can fault me on my deliverables. You cannot fault me on what time I am coming in or what time I am going out.
Everybody does that. The rules cannot change for you.
No, but you question me on my deliverables. Is there something that I have not been able to deliver that you have asked me to work on? How does it matter what time I walk in, what time I walk out, whether I go for a child break, whether I take a school break?
But
How
it
does it
doesn't mean
matter?
you take 10 breaks a day and walk out anytime
That
you
does
want.
not, but that is how that is how I work. That is how I function. That impacts my productivity. productivity. I can't
What
be
if
sitting
everyone
at my
starts
desk
doing
for
that?
at a stretch. It's not possible for my brain just doesn't function.
What if everyone starts doing that? How will I run a company then?
Well, as founder of the company, that is an issue that you need to work around, not me. If you want deliverables from me, this is how I can work. Otherwise, I cannot work. You tell me what you want me to do.
Do you want to follow the rules, or do you want to maybe change your contract, how you work?
I mean, you tell me actually. The company started with 2 people and I was one of them from 2 to 20. This is where I think I have contributed to the growth of the company. So now you decide how you
And
want
that's
me to
too fast.
function.
I cannot deal with you. I have to deal with you the same way I deal with others. The rules cannot change for you. I cannot change things around just
Tell me
to
what you want
accommodate
me to do. You want me to deliver or you want me to stick by the rules? If you want me
I
to
want you
stick
to
by
stick by the rules and deliver.
no, I cannot do that because that is definitely not how I function. You know I am on a spectrum. So I cannot function like that. So now you decide how do you want to.
I will have to ask my superior and get back to you.
Sure, do that.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I am seeing you two guys actually laughing at what's the matter? May I know? But I saw multiple, that's why I'm trying to understand. What's the issue? But I saw.
No, sir, we did. We've not done anything, sir. We're still writing notes on you. You can see everything is right here.
But okay, there has to be some. Okay. Did you like see them like finding?
I should read.
I am a bird, I flew away.
Okay, in that case, I will say that this is a very important training you are going to have. If you are going to take it not seriously, I would be very adamant to take action. But since it's the first time I'm seeing, I'll let you know.
But sir, we didn't do anything, right? We're nicely taking notes on you. This is being unnecessarily wasted. Simply you're targeting us. What are we doing?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I can also try to understand what like. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean 2, 3 roles actually. Actually, I'm thinking what training I am conducting busy.
You can say posh training.
What is the issue?
It's a professional physiotherapy training session.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The thing is that it's a very like important training, and if you are not going to pay attention, it's going to hurt you. And it's not going to like if you are not attentive, it's not going to hurt you. It's going to hurt you. So I recommend that you be at your best of behaviors. And if I see this pattern one more time, I'll be forced to take action. Then you can't win. And because you have paid for the course, it's your loss.
Alright.
Good.
Just rest.
Yeah.
Thank you for the session. This is very helpful to understand things from different perspectives and also reassuring to know that what we're doing is not totally out of the norm. So it is helpful to learn that what we're doing is actually right and how we can do it better. Thank you.
Thank you. Good.
So thank you for giving us this training. So what we learned was about the whole conflict management. I feel the training was more effective through the team work that we did and even the role play and all the personal reflection that we had with the activities that we conducted. It was helpful. Thank you.
Thank you for the day.
So it went pretty smooth. We learned different approaches to how to handle a conflict, and we also learned how to take disagreements in a constructive manner and find a common ground where we can get positive outcome instead of always having a negative feedback.
ಸರ್ ಈ ನಮಗೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗಿನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸು ಟೈಮ್ ಲೈನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೇನೋ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ, ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕ್ಷನಿಂದ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಂಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಈ ಥರ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ನಾನು ನಾನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಬೆಟರ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರು ನಾನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನನಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗಿದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಇದಾಗಿ.
ಗುಡ್, ಸೂಪರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Good session, sir, and I have attended your previous session also, and it was too good, and now also it was too good because I can able to differentiate what is emotional and how can I manage my personal things and office things. It was nice session, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
That this session was very good, and we have learned a lot of new things and how to behave in our team and how to manage our group and all, and our own emotion, how we should control, and stress, how we should control and how we should manage it. We should not show the stress. If we are in more emotion also, we should manage it properly. All those things we have learned from this session.
Thank you.
Sir, what I understood from this session is about myself, what I need to get awareness and the motivation part, which I learned it from your the first half session was too good, which I got to know about self-evaluation, which I can do the monitor and the workload pressure, how I need to balance. That is the work-life balance which I need to take care.
Thank
it was
you.
very helpful, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So my personal understanding was between the difference between sympathy and empathy, and how we can empathize to people and how effectively we can do that, and if we empathize, what are the outcomes we can expect from them, and also like the 5 pillars of emotional intelligence, so how it works to the people.
Thank you.
I have learned how the empathy will help the employees in the sector of the ensure the healthcare to collaborate with between the teams and the department. So it was a helpful session. Thanks.
Thank you.
Actually, today's session was too beautiful. Actually, first time attending the empathy class, I was new to this. First I think that empathy is I'm showing a character to all of this. Now I understood when and where I need to use the empathy, and I use it in future days. Thank you.
Good.
We don't have any group name basically. So we have taken 2 points, which is sexual harassment and bullying. Okay. So in sexual harassment, we came up with a statement saying that sexual harassment is a topic and the solution is POSH. So we go ethically in a POSH way, where legally we file the complaints and things like that. And unethical is like, a person who is lending money for the person to encouraging them or supporting them and blaming the victim. That is the unethical way of doing the sexual harassment. So that is one. And the second one is bullying. So in bullying, it's people's committee. Ethical way we are doing in a people committee. We are forming a committee, and then it's where we can complain, and we can say things, or we can solve the things in the legal way or ethical way. Wherein when it comes to unethical, it's basically we are a person is doing a person is threatening another person and physically abusing and mentally giving pressure to the person. So that is unethical. So I hope understood the meaning of ethical.
The spoken aspects of various camps and places where we have queues and everything, where people probably overtake the queue, where they get probably asked for the first treatment because they know the doctor or the therapist who's consulting. So
our solution, for one solution that we think of is that we have any token system in place and somebody volunteer to monitor it as well. A credible person who can monitor avoid the overtaking of vehicles, and the right treatment. That is, I'll have to provide the right treatment that would ensure the prognosis. Do not over-promise in the field, because that's something we have encountered happening. So we do not over-promise in the field. So for that we have the solution could be accountability to your work. So you have a set assessment and you know why you're doing certain things. So if you're recommending some treatment, you know why you're doing it. And if the prognosis is not happening, you are taking accountability for that as well. So somebody to monitor this should be in place so that the system is ensured and there is no wrong treatment or wrong judging that is taking happen. Another thing is financial benefits. So sometimes there is a lot of trust that the beneficiary might develop with us, and they might step forward and ask us for an extra time in exchange of any financial benefits. So that could be avoided during work time, and maybe we could refer them to any outside sources. And or maybe if the system allows, then probably after work time, I feel that is still unethical. Probably a referral to another place. So an extra benefit for them is there. Only provided the system, the people who's being monitored by you is know what's happening. That is also there. And travel. So we got bills for personal travel. Like suppose after work time, suppose I am traveling to some place nearby during my work time. So I should not be submitting those bills also along with this. To ensure that ensure profitability, only the place, the time, the date, and everything should be done in
That's all. Okay.
Many a times we carry a lot of our merchandise, a lot of promotionals, etc., with us. So at that point of time, it's important that that we take stock before we take them, so that when we come back, we can keep count of what is the things that we have given out, what are the things that we have taken, so that we can understand whether any unethical practices have happened when we have given out our stuff unethically. That is one. Two is we also thought that safety is an issue when we are going on outside traveling. So back in college, we had a lot of incidents where people who were going out to travel outside the premises, issues when it comes to sexual harassments have happened. So again, as sir said, that we need to have proper horse trainings regularly, so and involve every employee that is there in the organization, and the responses should also be as prompt as possible, so that we can make sure that these things do not happen again and again. That is one. And the second thing is, many times safety is an issue for women, older employees, as well as people with disabilities, as we have a lot of people who are in need of support. And one thing that comes up is many times we have, say, restaurants, say, hotels, etc., which do not offer proper safety measures, right? So we need to keep in mind when we are booking, say, hotels, or we're looking at restaurants where we are staying, especially for women, older people, as well as people with disabilities, so that it makes sure that their lives are much better and they can stay there with dignity and independence as well. That is when it comes to travel. The first thing is, the first one, human resources. We identified 5 problems that can occur. One is backdoor employment. Second one being favoritism. Coupled with it is nepotism. And there is also inequality in hiring. When it comes to diversity, as we understand, companies right now all around the globe, diversity becomes an important point to make sure that all communities are properly represented. So not hiring in terms of diversity might be a little unethical, because it does not respond to what the society has in store for us, and also many important points are missed out, because again, people from different sections of the society will bring in different points of views and different experiences, lived experiences as well. And unfair pay practices. There could be unfair increase in pays, unfair pays in the first salaries as well. And for all these things, we have figured out 4 important things that needs to be in place. One is structured recruitment process, where everything is properly detailed it out, and it needs to be a proper flow where everyone involved, employees, people who are applying within the job description roles itself, they can know that okay, this is the flow of employment that is going to happen. These are the interviews I'm going to be sitting on, and these are the people I'm going to meet if I go to the next round. So maybe pointing it down is very important, and then having proper background checks, getting recommendation letters, having proper conversations with the candidate as well, and then proportional hiring, which will solve the inequality and diversity part. Because proportional hiring can be done in methods of, there are many research papers out there which keeps talking about what should be a proportional hiring system. Then we could also do evaluations across our society and what we should be doing as an organization.
Proportion means is a ratio, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
And then performance and experience based pay structures. As we know that PMS is going to start soon, and also PMS will serve proper performance as well as experience based pay will help not only the organization but also the individual to work on their gaps, their what they have gained across these years or months they have worked here, as well as develop themselves for their careers going forward.
Excellent.
So with this my department, I am leading the custom, so I know few things, so I just choose it. So the first thing is fake bills and manipulating bills. We receive many fake bills. Example, if the amount is 100 rupees, which the vendor is being quoted or the restaurant is being quoted, we get the bill for 150 rupees. So which is fake bill and manipulating bill. They have been not visited a restaurant or they have been not went somewhere, but they will give the bill for that. That is fake bill. So we have received lots of this. Last week also I found a case. The restaurant meal price was around 90 rupees. To avoid this, we can verify the bill. So we can contact the restaurant and talk to them what is the actual price. When we can verify whether the bills are fake bill or it is an original bill. And it can also be stopped in the manager level and the director level also, because they usually sign every bill. They can take few minutes of their time, check into the bills and then they sign. Because they have a huge tight schedule, they just sign whichever bills.
Yeah, they trust actually. They trust in the team who is recommending, forwarding it. They assume that they are going to be perfect.
But the case is not that in the reality. It changes.
Yeah. We do the sampling technique. We should do that randomly. We do the check and other thing. Yeah.
So that is one. And in procurement, they give fake quotations. So if the
Same address will be there, 3 different letterheads. Nowadays with the internet, with the computer, you can do anything. You can tell ChatGPT, it will generate and give you.
they will generate the fake bills from the particular vendor. They will give 2-3 quotations in the. They ask the same vendor to give 2-3 quotations of different names. So that can also be done. So this can be reduced by changing the vendors frequently.
Correct.
Not stick into the same vendors for a long period of time.
Even the owners, the owner of the company also, because he can have float half a dozen companies. So that also we should verify. You go for the PAN card number and all those things, bank details.
Exactly. And they can also take commissions. Like, I will give you this product.
Yeah.
I give you this quotation. No, you give me some commission.
Yeah.
So commission based things also can be done. This could be done by changing the procurement team very often and not to stick into
Correct.
the
Excellent idea.
vendor. And going into new vendors through different channels. So this can be rectified through this. And also on giving awareness training on accountability and fairness thing and structuring accounting process. All these can be rectified through this.
Super. Excellent.
It's data privacy and confidentiality, which is a growing concern in the world right now, and the lack of proper settings for how data should be managed, how consent should be Like, so we have a short skit, and we have three characters. One is a manager, and we have one HR executive, and we have one employee in an organization who will be. So it's primarily in Kannada. If you need translations, we can also provide translations, and so they'll be.
ಯಾಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಡೆಡ್ಲೈನ್
ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್
ಸರಿ ನಾನು HR ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸೇರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದೇ ಅವ್ರ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಇವಾಗ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದೆ ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಚೆಕಪ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಳ್ಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಡಾಟಾ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೆನ್ಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮದು ನಿಮ್ಮದು ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಿಗ್ನೇಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾನು
Okay, okay.
And the manager says, okay, since I have a medical issue, I have to go and talk to the HR to get it approved. So the manager goes to the HR and says that I require this person's medical information to make sure that okay, it does not reflect on their employee scoreboard, etc., etc. So the HR then goes to the employee and asks for informed consent. So that's the gist of what is here. The primary takeaways that we had as a team is basically that informed consent often is reflected in a random paperwork that employee might sign. Employee might say, okay, I have to give off my consent. But without reading proper informed consent, it might lead to breach of their own data, because again, health information comes under a sensitive data part of things. One, if informed consent is not taken, informed does not mean there is a brief idea of this is what your rights are, but it also means these are the liabilities that might occur if I breach your rights. These are the liabilities that might happen in case you lose your data. These are the danger to your future rights as well. So when a manager, when your employer, when your insurance company asks for, or any other company asks for your data, it's very important that you have an informed consent of what data you're giving out, right? And it does fall under workplace ethics as well, because many times your data might need to be given off to certain other departments, to the HR as well. For example, your medical data was very, very important. So when you're giving up the data, make sure that you sign the document, and not only sign but read the document and understand what could be your potential violations of rights and what could be your rights when those rights get violated, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Improve executives, sales executives for daily.
Daily sales executives about a company's deals and everything. So we have 2 sales executives and 2 people from the company. There is one person who evaluates the contracts and everything. So this is our scene 1.
Hi, Suresh. ಇವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಡೀಲ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಯಾವ ಥರ ಡೀಲ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು? 5 deals. 5 deals. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬರೇ ಮಾತ್ರ 5% ಆಫರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದಾ? ಅವ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವಾಗ ನಾವು ಕಳಿಸಿ 5% ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
Okay, but now on the employer discussion, discuss my Okay, this is C2. So this is discussion between the people who are going to supply the deal.
You're right.
So she observes everything, what is happening. Two people are leaving during the work time after a call. There is something happening between the contracts and everything. So she is looking at the contract, the papers, and the behavior of the managers who are required to sign it. So this is what Suresh, what is it?
Okay. Thank
confronted the two people involved in it directly and tried to find out the solution.
Okay. Thank you.
So as the character, this is Rivi, our procurement manager, and this is Mr. Meena, vendor representative, and I myself Ruchi, I will be the other vendor representative, other team member. This is Nidya, team member. That is Manoj. He will be the colleague. Yeah. Now we will start with the scenario.
ಇಲ್ಲ
So I think our proposal is very nice to take care and pick up contractors.
Good.
So I will be playing the role of Karan, and Archit will be playing the role of Priya, and Steven will be playing the role of Sneha. And my teammates will be a background music. They'll be encouraging us. So yeah, we'll start the script. Is it everybody? Okay. So I'm playing Karan's role now. So yeah, I think we can improve the client report, right?
Yeah, oh, Karan, first improve your accent. Sometimes we need subtitles to understand you.
Okay. I'll respect that. Okay. Now, give me. He is not speaking. That's it. Okay. Honestly, it happens often. I try to ignore it, but it's embarrassing. It's. No, I don't want to read the Priya, may I speak to you for a minute?
Yeah, sure. What's the matter?
I wanted to share something. The comment about you, like you just made a comment that about my accent. I didn't feel really comfortable with that, what you said with the statement. So I know it seems like a joke, but it affects my confidence.
I did not mean to hurt you. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. Thank you for bringing this to my notice and make sure such comments don't happen again. Let's maintain a respectful environment.
Yeah. Thank you.
So this is a conclusion.
No background music?
Conclusion.
Then background music and
Favorite side.
So I want to remind everyone in our workplace that it should be respectful and inclusive. Jokes or comments about someone's accent or appearance or background, they are absolutely not acceptable.
Thank you. That's the.
Thank you.